I'll follow your lead.
Yes, sir. Welcome, everyone, tonight. It's Hey John and Confirmant RM. We're going to be talking crypto tonight. It's Hey John and Confirmant RM. We're going to be talking crypto tonight. Do you have echo?
Yeah, for some reason, as soon as you started recording.
Hold up. Let me turn it off then. There you go. Hold up. Let me get my headphones 1 second. I think is your speaker on your sound on? Your sound?
Nope.
All right, hold up.
It's just coming out. I have a little USB like interface thing.
That's bizarre. Usually I need headphones, but today I will make that.
Let me make sure. Make sure everything goes through here.
Good. I think it's you though, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay now. I don't hear anything anymore.
Oh, you don't hear it anymore? Do you have YouTube open by any chance?
I mean, it's funny. As soon as I opened it, I don't hear it anymore.
Oh, YouTube? Oh.
Wait.
Okay. How about now? Is it gone? Any echo now or?
Wait for it. No. Okay. Yeah, I don't hear anything anymore. I think we're good.
I think we're good then. All right. Sorry about it, guys, with some dummy my side, I guess. So this is Confirmant RM. He's a Safuu guy. I'll let him tell you guys who he is.
So yeah, I'm Confirmant RM. I just recently got into the YouTube game myself. I just felt like there was just some TA to go over. You know, some people may not agree with TA on a Rebase token, but I took it upon myself to just kind of try. And I guess I've been sort of fairly accurate. I don't know. Some people ask me, hey, are you a millionaire from doing it? And no, unfortunately not. I would like to say so. But no, I've been in the crypto game for about 2 years now. And I saw Safuu just suggested by some fellow YouTubers and jumped on that opportunity. And I'm really happy to see all these other influencers in it as well. Hence why I'm here.
Oh, very good. So who was the YouTuber who sucked you into this hot mess anyways? We need names.
Oh, RJ. I love that guy. He's a cool guy.
Are you guys neighbors or what?
No. That'd be cool though. I loved him as a next door neighbor. But no, I got into him because of SafeMoon, because I've always watched his videos. I always thought he was a really cool, down to earth guy, and I was like,
okay. So you don't actually know him. Oh, I was thinking because I think crypto. I think they're like neighbors or something. Yeah, that's about cool. It. I see a big old beard. I'm like, wait, are you neighbors too? I mean, I see all this like beard action. Maybe you guys know each other or something.
Yeah, it's just a little clan.
Yeah, right. All these little what do you call them? Goatees? Not even goatees. What do you call them? Little beards. I don't know. I see everyone nowadays.
I don't know something this size, but I only used to do a goatee and a mustache, man. But now I took it upon myself to try making it as long as I can.
Yeah, you look wise to me, so I guess you're a smart guy. So yeah, man, these markets are brutal, huh?
Oh my god, yeah. No, I was literally watching Safu's chart.
Yeah,
like I had it on a 15-minute.
Yeah,
and then I just saw it go from $26 to $19, and I was like, oh snap! And then I looked at the sells, and I saw a person sell like literally quarter of a mil in one candle. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But even Bitcoin and stuff, just seeing how far it's just come down. I was expecting a support, and it just totally blew through to support at like 31, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I mean, Safuu has kind of just been on a downtrend for I wouldn't say downtrend. It's just been going down. It's been sinking for the most part. I
do hate the 6. I have everything pulled up. I was kind of going through some stuff before we got on, but I have everything on. I think KuCoin kind of like tracks all the coins that you've looked at, and almost every single DeFi, I kid you not, that I've looked at, anywhere from about 85 to 95% down, almost everything, which is kind of crazy.
Some are more than others, though.
Oh yeah, no, it's nice. I giving it to like the broad range, like maybe 70 to 95. Like I can say some of I won't name the protocol, but something by Forex Shark. Those things are pretty low right now. But
Forex Shark.
Yeah, I don't know if you know like the whole drip ecosystem.
Oh, you mean though? Yeah, yeah. The
Dude, I
truth.
love it.
Yeah, drip.
But yeah,
Yeah,
but you know, when you're looking at the chart, it's like 95% down. And I'm just kind of smiling and nodding, like, yep.
because you're still making some, right?
Oh yeah, of course. It still does the 1% per day, and you get like 365% of whatever deposit amount is worth.
Right.
But you know,
It, you know, the truth is, all of these DeFi protocols, the majority of them, they all operate off of Ponzonomics for the most part. Every
of
single one,
course.
until one day they magically create some utility, right? But until then,
That's the
until
thing.
then,
We're in a market just based on speculation. There's no utility for anything yet. I mean, there's tokens or coins that have utility, but they're not utilized for such of a thing yet. Like
right,
all the
right.
privacy tokens, or even like some
Uh,
cross-border payments tokens and such like that.
I don't know, man. All that kind of stuff. It's all about making some. The way I see DeFi right now, it's all about making some quick cash. That's how it is. It's traders trading. It's not about anything really like really being built. Even with Safuu, right? The biggest and strongest one currently. I know Brian has this thing, right? The blockchain, 400 grand spent, but you can see it in like what, a year from now, right? It's like 9 months, give or take, right? 160 days. That's like what, half a year in business days. Let's just say 9 months from now, right? So from June right now until like say March of next year, what are you gonna do? You gotta wonder, right? People are like,
Oh, of course.
I don't know, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying, what are you gonna do for 9 months from now, right? What are you gonna do? Be honest right here, right? You know what I mean?
I mean, I've kind of logged it to
Yeah.
see, like, even like when I was in Drip, I was like, okay, what happens if the price
Yep.
goes to here? What am I
Oh
gonna
yeah.
look like? So
Mm-hmm.
even with Safuu, like, I'm like, if I get down to 50 cents, if I get down to like 25 cents, what am I
Yep.
making by March 1st?
Yeah.
So even for most people
Yeah.
that probably have like a substantial amount, like I would say
Yep.
probably 50 or more,
Mm-hmm.
at like dollar cost averaging, you'll probably
Yeah.
see yourself at least 4 or 5x at that point. But when you're promised all that, and by the time the year comes,
Yeah.
that won't be feasible. But you will still make money. You will still make money, but not nearly what is projected in quotations. You know what I mean?
Um. Well, the projection is funny, right? Because it's all based on market cap. If you think about it for a second, right? Everyone sees a price, but everyone forgets market cap is what dictates the price. And at one point in time, Sifu was like what, like 150, 200 million market cap, I believe. I forget the exact number, but now it's like $40 million or I don't know, whatever number it is right now. But it's a far cry from where it was before, even though we're burning a lot of tokens. But
Oh, of course, and it is nice. As Brian had mentioned today, that it hit
yeah,
what 19 and
yeah,
20. I had a bet going in the Discord. Someone
hmm
saying it'll hit 20% by June 7th, or it's gonna hit it by June 20th. And I was like,
yeah.
yeah, I'll lean towards June 20th. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, I think I'm wrong. I think I might hit it in the 6 days.
Well, let me ask you this question for you, buddy. Since you're a TA kind of guy right here, right?
Mhm.
Why would you use TA for Safeu? Is my question.
I primarily started to do it.
Yeah,
Because I have XRP, I do like Dogecoin
yeah,
on Mars, I do all
sure,
those, but they're
hmm,
very oversaturated. So I was
right,
like, well, let me see how well I can do
hmm,
Safeu,
sure,
and I did it for like a couple weeks beforehand just to see how it worked out myself, and I was
hmm.
surprised at how well I could almost predict it, because obviously I'm not a fortune teller, and
No, of course
most
not.
people
Of course
most
not.
people don't get it.
Yeah.
You like, okay, you have 60% to the upside or 40%. That seems kind of middle ground.
Hmm.
But a reason I do it primarily is because I notice a lot of people in the Safeu group are like, oh, when's the price going back down so I can buy more? Then the price goes back down more, and then they don't buy, and then when it goes back up, they want it to go back down.
That's every crypto right there, man.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I wish I bought the bottom. Gets to the bottom. I'm scared. I'm going to sell it all. Then goes back up. Oh, I wish I bought. But that's exactly why I started doing the TA. It's just to help
Gotcha.
out people who wanted to find a
Right.
price point. Like
Hmm.
yesterday, I did my video. Price was at $30. I'm like,
Right.
well, you have like a short term of getting up to 34,
Hmm.
or more than likely, because I saw like a little double top pattern. It goes up and then back up again,
Hmm.
but lower high.
Sure.
and lower low. And I was
Sure.
like, oh, well, if it were to fall right now, it would go to probably like $24 to $23.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is it went to
It did.
$24, but then
Mm-hmm.
that whale sold
Mm-hmm.
a $250,000, and then it tanked
Yeah.
it all the way to 19. I'm like, well, I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't have seen that, but I did see the retracement. But
Yeah. Do you ever follow wallets by any chance?
no. Who's
You should look into it, buddy, the wallets, because there's about 8 wallets that continuously buy big and sell big. So basically they buy $1 and they sell $1. There's about 8 wallets doing that continuously. So, someone playing some games here. I'm not sure who it is. Obviously, you never know because it's DeFi, right? It's all anonymous. But that's kind of why I asked, hey, why do you bother doing TA for? When there's like 8 wallets that pretty much controls the chart. It could do whatever they want to do with it. If they want to move it up,
such a
they
low
move it up.
liquidity, you have such a low liquidity, and you have
Right.
people doing that. It's
Yeah.
going to move the price 15, 20, 30%, and literally
Right.
at the snap of a finger. And
Exactly.
I don't,
Yeah.
and I did notice those wallets earlier
Yeah.
today. That's actually
Mhm.
I have my own Discord where we're talking about that.
Sure,
And
sure.
It's like, hey, look at
Yeah.
these.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just contracted myself, really. So that's kind of why I asked, I'm like, okay, you didn't TA on this, but why though? And also, like, I'm not trying to attack you or anything. I'm trying to understand why you use TA for Safuu, because rebasing, right? When you get new tokens into the new tokens here, right? They don't necessarily go into the chart though, because it's a lagging indicator. So it's
Yeah.
more like, okay, so you say your wallet here, right? Your wallet, you got like say 1,000 tokens here, right? End of the day, you have like 1,025, for example, right? Let's say you rebase like 25 or whatever, So those 25 tokens that you get extra over here, right? They don't get reflected in the chart until somebody actually buys or sells. So that's kind of why I asked you. So when you do charting, it's just like, okay. So say if people sell less for a few days over here, right? All those tokens being accumulated, well, if they get dump all of a sudden, you're gonna see a big red candlestick for the most part. And the chart will never be able to, never, I guess, quote unquote, predicted, right? Because it's a lagging indicator, like moving
Yeah, I was gonna
averages.
say, it's lagging, definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, like, the real thing with Safuu, what they really need is more buyers, less holders, more buyers. So trade more if you want Safuu to go up and down. Trade more. Don't hodl. Hodl is not good for Safuu, because when you hodl, you create more tokens. Fantastic, right? But the problem is that, say in a month or two from now here, right? Every 31 days, you double your Safuu tokens. Fantastic, right? You effectively doubled your money. But what happens when Safuu loses? Say today is $20 here, right? But next month it's like $5. So you doubled your tokens, but you effectively lost like money because the price went down. So therefore, market cap goes down. So what I'm saying here for Safuu, I'm not trying to bash you. I'm just saying, if you really want Safuu to do well, stop hodling, start trading. Because when you trade, you pay taxes and you burn tokens. That's how you make Safuu more successful. Hodling is how you destroy it. And if you hodl, only the whales win. Or in this case, the squids, right?
Yeah, I would say that probably, like, for, I say people, not say lower class, but people who maybe have a couple $100 in, that may not work too well to their advantage, especially with the price correcting. Because I'm not going to say I'm small, but I'm only a snail in quotations, what they have in Discord. So
it doesn't matter, bro, what you are.
Yeah.
So money's money, bro. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I totally get you. With that myself, I did notice that that's a lagging indicator, especially with people getting rebases every day. But at the same time, I have noticed that it sort of follows a traditional TA, just because it is for some reason, it is bought and sold as a typical one for some reason. Then I started to notice that, like you said, like the 8 wallets that have been buying and selling, and it's just odd because they're like dollar prices apart. Just, 250 sold, 250 buy, 250 sold. I'm like, I mean, it's understandable if you have that much money. It's easy to manipulate a coin in order to make profit. Because I had people asking me, DMing me, asking me why. Hey, why would they sell a whole bunch at $30 and then buy back again at 19? I'm like, you just answered your own question.
Well, let me ask you a question, man. Because when I see these guys buying and selling at the same price, right? Because I see at some occasions they buy and sell at the same price. Like they buy at $30 and they sell at $30. And I'm just like, okay.
That's
let me ask you a question. Why would that happen? Because you're paying 16% tax. So you're losing money basically, right? You're paying a 60% tax.
And buying back again with 14.
it's like what? It's like $100. Now you get, you buy for $100 here, right? You pay tax also here, right? It's like what, 13%, and then when you sell, you pay 16% here, right? So your $100 is effectively like what, $80 or $70 when you walk out with it afterwards. And I see it all the time. I'm just like, why is this individual doing it, and why are these multiple wallets doing that? To me, if you're trading it, that doesn't make sense. That isn't a good trade. It just
not at all.
It just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying $100 here, right? You're losing 30% off the bat, right away. Before you even turn a profit. So I don't get it. And when I see it, it kind of like, I kind of wonder. I kind of raise an eyebrow at it.
I think you may be playing with little money. The people doing that, have like 100, 200K in it, and they're like, I'll pay my 14% to buy it, and then I'll pay the 16% to sell. It's a total of 30.
Exactly.
So you say put in 100 grand, you're walking away with 70. If you could short it, you'd be doing well.
That's called bad math, in my opinion, right? I mean, if you're a person trading, right? Say you're doing $100, forget 100 grand here, right? Even $100, you're gonna say, well, I put $100, I walk away with $70. Like, what am I doing to myself? Am I just stupid, or what? You know what I mean? You gotta wonder, like, who's doing that? And it's several wallets too. So I'm just like, for me, it just raises a lot of questions. It doesn't make sense to me. I like trading, so for me, it's just like, I just don't get it.
Typically you want to trade for a profit. But
exactly.
I guess people in this are, I don't know, maybe one wallet's for manipulating and one's for actual profit, but that would make no sense still. I've tried thinking about it hardcore, and I've got no conclusions.
Right. Well, I have a few, but I'm not gonna say out loud because it doesn't really matter. But if someone,
I think I can follow you on that.
If someone's doing that, it isn't to make profit. It's for some other motive, in my opinion. Because clearly they are making profit. But if you step back and think about it for a second, all right, they're probably doing other things, some other kind of uckery, different types of uckery.
Yeah, I can follow you on that.
And I always find it interesting when I see that. I'm like, oh, and now it's more frequent than before. So I'm like, interesting. I'm wondering what's triggering
the past 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Basically since May 1st, it's been a nice decline.
Yeah. Next month it's supposed to 4x, right? The amount of Rebase tokens. Because every month it doubles right here, right? So was it March, I think, was the first month, or was it April? I forget. I think March, right? March 1st, I think. When it first, I think
March 1st was the first month. So
I think,
actually, the launch day was March 1st. So technically April 1st.
So March, okay, April 1st.
Yeah.
Okay, so April 1st. That's. Are you sure? I thought. Oh,
I'm sure it launched on March 1st.
Okay, so it's been 2 months, right? So March, April, May, June. So every month you double, then double. That's 1x, then 2x, and 4x. the amount of tokens.
It's gonna get fast.
And then next month it'll be 16x, right? And then after that, it'll be 32x. After that, 64x. It's kind of like if you're into biology or anything, or you remember from back in the day, a log scale. Basically, you have a bacteria, a petri dish here. You know what I'm saying? And then it just skyrockets. We go slow, then whoop, goes to the moon.
Well, that's how a lot of miners are. Like one of the miners I am in with the drip thing, it takes you forever and forever and forever, and all of a sudden, just whoop.
Yep.
Yep. Because I was going from making nothing. Now, it took hours to make one, and now I make one every 2 minutes, and it's like, but I get like 70% less every day.
Right?
I'm making it faster, but it doesn't mean the money's coming back.
Exactly, because the market cap is decreasing because people are selling it. You know what I mean? Like just walking away. Like, if I was a squid or a super duper really big squid here, what I would do is just sell a little bit every day and just cash out slowly. I guess in a sense, the word is slow rug the project, but not Brian. I'm saying the squids. You know what I'm saying? Because they make a ton of tokens every day. So I just want to clarify. I'm not saying Brian here. I'm saying the squids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the big boys in it, not the actual dev. Yeah,
exactly. I just want to clarify before saying, oh, you're saying Brian. No. I'm not saying Brian. I'm saying the squids. I mean, some of what, like 10 grand of Safuu tokens, or like 5 grand. They're making what, like 100 a day or something, or some crazy amount, right?
Yeah, I have seen some of the people making like 100 or 200 a day, and I'm like, oh my god. And that's
Imagine
on
you,
the low end.
yeah. Imagine it's not 100 a day. I'd say $20, right? That's 2 grand. What is it, 2 grand or more? 100, yeah, about 2 grand.
Hmm.
2 grand per day. In a month, that's 60 G's just for, and you keep all your principal. You're just shaving off every single day,
Yeah, you're just
right?
going back to your same amount every day, starting at zero every day, pretty much.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that when they do that right here, right, the new buyers coming in, well, hate to say it, but they're getting bamboozled because they're basically paying the squids to feed them, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's very reminiscent to, at least to me, like just
Mm-hmm.
seeing this kind of sell action of just like any
Yeah,
miner almost.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I mean, it's a great concept, and I think it's pretty cool. But at the same time, I think now you're getting further down the line where you saw your run up, and now
mm-hmm.
people are starting to use the funds to get out.
Right.
So
But the thing is that there isn't enough volume to push it up, though, because now we have so many more tokens. You know what I'm saying? So imagine this now, right? In the first week, the first month of Safeway here, right? There was like what, 325,000 tokens, and
oh
you were
wow,
trading, at, say, like, I don't know, a few $1 million per day right here, right? So a few $1 million volume per day, you can push your price up and down easily. But now we have, say, similar amount of volume here, but now we have, like, say, I think there's like what, 3.2 million Safeway tokens in total circulation per day. So that's kind of like that. That's say $1 million only push only half. And you gotta remember, all these squid guys, when you're buying, they're probably eating your money as it comes in. That's kind of why the price stagnates. You know what I mean?
and
It
then
doesn't go
eventually
up.
comes to a plateau. Either is it going to jump or is it going to just fall flat?
Usually, if
Depending on
you
what they want to do.
usually it goes down more than up, to be
Yeah.
honest. I mean, from what I've seen, I'm just being honest here. Obviously, people say, "Oh, you're fighting, John." I'm like, bro, just if you look at what I'm seeing here, it's pretty obvious. But if you don't see it, if you don't want to see it, hey, you don't want to see it, right? It's all good.
And I tell people what I see in the charts, so exactly. And I was telling people today, I'm like, if I see it go up to 32, 33, and then come right back down to 24, I'm like, you're just looking at a double M top pattern, and I am
Oh,
not too happy to see that. That means it's got way further capitulation and consolidation before you can do
no,
anything else again.
yeah, I would say we haven't seen any capitulation yet, because once we get to 1650, the ICO price, and it doesn't hold off, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a snowball action. You better just hide under your couch, hide your kids, hide your wives. I mean, hide your kids, hide your wives. you go,
I mean,
you
I was surprised before when it bounced off of this 16. It was like 16.25,
Oh,
16.30 a couple
yeah,
days ago.
yeah, yeah,
That was good to see. It went up to 30, but like I said, it was only
right.
short term relief. So that's why I'm not happy to see a high, a lower high, a lower high. I mean, just you don't have the volume there to support it, and you're just going to keep going lower until you actually find the support.
As I've been saying before, these 8 wallets, they're doing the same thing over and over and over. It's just like a slow, slow walking down slowly. It's pretty crazy, though. I'm still wondering, why would they do this, though? I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna tank it, right? Why would you continuously do it over and over, though? To
Oh,
me, that's the part that baffles me.
I
I'm
hate to
still
say it, but it's passive. It's
passive.
every day. It's everyday income.
Why?
Well, I mean, if they keep on, well, if they were to just keep selling, their rebase tokens every day, like
No, no, no,
those
no.
couple people. But no, I don't understand the complete sell, the complete buy, the complete
Yeah,
sell.
no.
No
I'm
idea.
referring to
No
that.
idea.
That's what I'm referring to. And but for the guys, the squids, this shaving off a little tough. I get that part. They're just kind of shaving it. They're making them. I get it. But what I don't get is the other one. I just don't see the. It doesn't make sense to me from a logical perspective.
There's no value in it. I don't get it either.
Oh, I mean, there's value in it, but it's yeah. Anyway, it's different kind of games.
Oh yeah, well, DeFi has taught me that.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, I mean, everyone's saying that like this one guy right here is saying, check it out. He's saying, yeah, anyone new that is listening is probably scared to invest in Safuu after hearing some of this. No, you shouldn't be scared of it. You should just be aware of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
not fudding it. I mean, you see my hat. I usually wear the shirt. You go on my YouTube.
yeah.
I think it's a great project. Just right now, you're in a downturn right now, so
Well,
hopefully we can get out of it.
well, I don't want anyone to think that I don't like Safuu. But the thing with Safuu right now, what they are is they're reminiscent of a startup using VC money, and VC money being you and I, the investors, and they're using the money here, right, to just burn, but in a sense where you're trying to get more investors, you can try to get more product, more this and that. You're basically spending money to try to earn money in the future here, right? So right now we're in a burn cycle. I mean, case in point, if you're seeing something like Uber Eats or what's the other one called, DoorDash, the same idea here, right? Where they're a new startup here, and all they do is burn money for their first few years, because all they're trying to do is gain market share. And then once that market share, they're going to assume that they own the market, and then they can increase the price. So Safuu is kind of reminiscent of that, but in crypto. So right now they're in the phase to spend money to try to get as many people in as possible, right? As like all this marketing, all these like big price, all these kind of like big ideas here, like the racing thing, all this kind of stuff here, right? In the meantime, remember, you guys are a VC, including myself. We're a venture capitalist, right? The thing is that as a VC, when you invest in anything, you're gonna say, okay, eventually I want to turn a profit or I'm gonna leave. And
I mean, fair enough.
right, that's what it is, right? At least that's kind of how I see what Brian's doing and Safuu, at least. Really big plans, really good stuff. They're putting where the mouth, the money where the mouth is, but you guys see some results too, right?
Yeah, I'm actually intrigued. I think he said tomorrow, if he had time, he was going to do another AMA about the incentive of this month. Yeah, June. That's actually going to last 3 months. I think it's the last 3 months of the year instead of just the 1 month. So I'm intrigued to see what that'll be.
Well, hopefully good.
I mean, he said it's supposed to be way bigger than a Tesla, way bigger than, he said, the biggest yacht you can think of. I'm like, I can't even think of what would be bigger than a big yacht.
A really big boat, huh? Yeah, dude. I think I'll sell for a house before I go for a yacht. That's just me personally speaking.
I mean, technically it's a house on water. So.
Oh, but I mean that's pretty crazy. The bills, right? To park it somewhere, to get all the maintenance. I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, the docking.
Yeah, I remember
pier fees.
Yeah, it's over here in LA. Like some guys I know, like they spend literally like I think $1,000 a week just to leave it sit there for a week. It's like $4,000 a month to sit there, just sit there.
Isn't housing there too like average like a mil per piece?
Yeah. Even the little crappy areas is kind of like really like ridiculous now.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Like, I think over here, I think the median is like half, but before
Half
it
what?
was like
Oh.
half a mil. But like
Oh.
before all this, it was like maybe 300, 350.
Oh.
So I mean, it's gone up double.
Oh. Yeah. What was it? You said North Carolina or something? I forget. Or where's it again?
No, I'm from the East Coast. I'm from
East Coast.
Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut. Oh, that's cool. Then you're Boston? I'm very ignorant.
Actually, the state right under it.
Oh, okay.
You were close.
That's familiar. I'm like, wait, that's it. Yeah, it's wild,
funny.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what else do you see with Safuu in the future, man? Anything you like about it? Anything you dislike about it? We're just talking, obviously, just picking your brain a little bit.
I don't see much at the moment with me really disliking. Maybe the only thing I could think of is just the I don't know. I think of like the rebases. I mean, it's awesome, but at the same time, it's a curse.
Right.
But,
right.
I'm looking forward to the blockchain. I think that would be pretty cool to start running some nodes and such. I'm definitely intrigued to see how that works. I would actually like to see like an actual like roadmap of it, because I know he read through the BSC one, but did not read their own yet. He was kind of just going through just something similar to it. And apparently, I think I don't know if you heard, it's supposed to be like 160 to 170 business days. So they said it could be
Yeah.
ready by Christmas time.
Well, that's not including weekends though. So include weekends is really 9 months. That's kind of before I was saying 9 months instead of 6 months, because
Yeah.
so it's a little misleading in that sense because he didn't say business days. He just but he said in AMA he clarified it though, right? But on a piece of paper, it doesn't say that though. So
No, yeah.
unless you're actually in it, you wouldn't know. That's what
You would
so
see the paper and be like, "Oh, 160 days. That's amazing." But no, business days.
yeah. And he's saying it could happen, right? But he doesn't want to commit to it. So more than likely, probably not.
Somewhere between December
Yeah.
and June.
No, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But I'm just kind of just clarifying because
Yeah, because he said to be optimistic. You don't want to
exactly.
you don't want to give someone false hope of it coming out super
exactly.
early.
Yeah.
So, but I mean that would be a utility. Fine, like
Oh, I agree. I agree. And as before I was saying before, where I guess it didn't sound very positive, but actually is positive though. I'm just saying, Safuu right now is kind of in the startup phase where there's burning money to try to get some money to build something out, right, for the future. And it's coming, The only question is, what's the $1 million question though?
I don't know if I'm following you, but I'm intrigued to hear it.
Well, the $1 million question is, will the blockchain be able to garner the respect and the prestige, and most importantly, will it attract devs to want to dev on it? That's the most important thing.
That's very true. I was actually thinking about that. I'm like, what incentives are going to be put out to have people build out on this? Because even next month, I think June 4th, the Flare network launching, which is supposed to compete with Ethereum and run on XRP to make it cheaper. So Binance is already cheap enough, and then you're going to put running XRP. You're going to be paying cents for NFTs and such. So it'd have to compete with that, and that will have already been out for 6 months, 7 months. So I'd be more than intrigued.
This is a good question here. So Stephen Pringle says, I have to disagree with John. He forgets about the fire pit. Even with the meeting of tokens, the fire pit in a long term will counteract that. Okay, Stephen, let me ask you a question here, okay?
Stephen
Pringle. So I like Pringles too. I like Steven, cable guy. Steven. So let me ask this question here to you, Steven, here. So say the fire pit is at 99% here, right? And the market cap is still at $40 million. In that case, yeah, you make a lot of money here, right? But it's all contingent on someone willing to buy it at that price. So if no one buys it, it's worth nothing, right? And the question is, will this be able to sustain for 9 more months until next year? Because remember, if you look at the market cap from March 1st or April 1st, whatever, to right now, it's only been doing one direction, market cap. It's only been decreasing. That means people are taking money out. That's all it means. It's basic math right here, right? If something if it's decreasing, it means money's leaving, right? I think we can all agree on that right here, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, to an extent, yeah. That's how it is.
The fire pit thing, and the truth is that if you do some basic projections here, at the end of the year, Safuu will be worth, I would say, maybe a penny or less. Only because if you do the math right, when it kind of doubles and triples and quadruples, and then 64x, 128x, 256x, all those tokens, it will saturate the market. And by then, when you get a really cheap price, then the trading volume will burn tons of Safuu tokens, and then the price will push back up. But the question is, how far will it push up? And by then, how many people will be disenfranchised with Safuu, saying, "Oh, I got burned so hard, am I gonna still want to put money into this thing?" You know what I mean? So those are things that you got to think about.
Oh, what was that? I'm sorry. I didn't hear you for a second there.
Oh, no. So, that's kind of how I see it. That's kind of how I see it currently. What do you think? Am I off my rocker by sounds kind of? Am I totally just going off base crazy? Make no sense whatsoever. I'm just fighting. What do you think, bro?
I don't think you're necessarily fighting. I think it is very similar to a miner protocol, and that's just how it is.
Yep.
The longer it exists, the more that exists. I mean, I can give examples of other ones that I'm in, but I'm not going to. But in the beginning, less, more money. At the end, a lot of the product, but less money. It's just because, you know, the token price is going down. Am I going to hedge bets and say that, you know, eventually when we hit a precipice of, you know, the end of the year and everyone has X amount and the fire pit's at 99%, sure, I'm sure some people will be doing really well then, but I'm sure a lot of people will have sold off by then too because they didn't want to deal with it. But I get the buys and the sells will help the fire pit along with it. But I kind of know a lot of other minor protocols that, like, you know, you can keep on decreasing and decreasing. You'll never reach zero. It's that logarithmic function.
It takes forever. It's like BNB miner, Ruby miner, all those guys. You know, I mean, they're doing the same thing, right? Except they call it TVL or whatever you want to call it. But
total log value. But also plays off of, you know, the token's price that's on it too. So,
but what's funny is that when you say TVL, it gives them this how do you say it? This impression that they're actually more legit than really are here, right? Because TVL usually goes like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Avalanche, you know, because you have a lot of liquidity in there. But in this case here, for those guys, they're referring to a pool of money that you can pull out of, which is kind of funny to me.
Yeah, I follow you on that.
I mean, it's cool, man. You know, these are all just ways to make some money. I get it, you know, but
I mean,
I'm cool with that.
I participated in a couple of them.
Oh, yeah. I got burned too. So.
Yeah, I said unfortunately I got in a couple of them way too late. So
I got burned on what was it called? The farmer something. Ruby miner. I got burned too. And the funny thing is, like with Ruby miner, like you buy into it, right? And now you can't even like rebake it anymore. The actual didn't work anymore. They just went to make a new like miner, you know, and it is like ditched it pretty much, just like that. Wow. So I'm like, bro, I put like what?
That's odd. I mean,
no, it's not odd, bro. It happens all the time. It's just funny to me when I see it, though. I'm like, God, even I got caught up in this crap. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's two other. I mean, they're decent. I mean, I'm sure you've seen them around, the baked beans and the.
Oh yeah. I thought too. Yeah.
And toasted AVAX. I mean, they're I like the devs. The devs are pretty nice guys. I've spoken to them. But.
Well, I spoken to them too, and I asked them a basic question here. I'm like, hey guys, can we get a list or a way to see who are the whales here? And their response to me was, bro, you're fudding. Don't worry about it. We're going to block you. What kind of question is that? I mean, what kind of response is that? You know what I mean? It's just like, bro, it's like the whole point is to be transparent here, right? And you can't see anything.
Transparency.
Yeah. I asked that and you go, nah, bro, go away. We don't block you for fudding. I'm like, wow, okay. Block me now. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a bad, I guess, with Toasted, because Toasted's only been out, I think, for a month and a half. I mean, but honestly, I think Baked Beans being out for as long as it has been kind of a testament of time, because that's kind of crazy for it to be out 7 months and not have gone to zero. But I'm in it. I'm hoping it does and recovers.
Yeah,
but,
hope is scary.
I know a lot of YouTubers made a lot of bank shilling some referral codes on that, and that kind of made me sad.
Well, I didn't make bank on it, to be honest, but I did like it though initially. Then I was like, wait, what's going on here? And I realized I
was kind of the same way. I'm like, oh, this is great, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'm like, I you buy first and research later, right? I'm like, oh crap.
Oh, that's the saying, ain't it?
yeah, because once you have some skin in the game, you're like, okay, I'm willing to read more about it and do this and that. And that's kind of why, what I was saying before, I asked a few basic questions here, and it's like you're fighting, you block you. I'm like, wow, that's craziness.
Well, unfortunately, I know that's how a lot of Telegram groups are, especially with these DeFis. You say anything, whoop, gone.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, say for example, BSC scanner here, right? You put in Safuu, you can see who's the squids, right? You can tell easily, right? And I mean, I don't know why they can't do the same thing. What's a big deal? I mean, what are you so afraid of here, right? But
I don't know. I guess that's something to hide, I guess.
But let me tell you something here, and you go check, and you can go and confirm for yourself later on. So the BNB miner, they have the other token, right? The Bean token or something.
Bean chart.
The
Bean chart token.
Yeah. Okay. If you go to the website right there, right, the Bean chart token here, right, and I guess there are other token where you can feed into BNB miner or something. If you go to a link there, from Bean Chart token, and then it will say like product or something or whatever it is, and then go to Baked Beans. If you click that link goes to referral code on bakedbeans.com or whatever it is, and then referral code. That is super shady. And that's the official website. So that means that when people buy Baked Beans through their Bean Chart token website, they're getting referred to, I don't know who, I'm assuming the devs, right? Because they create the website, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it does. So okay, so you're saying
look at it at the web link on top right here, right? It'll say like, bakedbeansminer.com, whatever, and it'll say / and the number, the wallet address.
Oh yeah, the referral something wallet address. Yeah.
But the thing is that if you take out the wallet address and put bakedbeansminer.com and go directly there, it'll go directly there, and there's no referral wallet to it though. So basically, these devs, they're just milking it left, right, upside down. Do you see it, bro? Do you see it?
Yeah, I do see it. I'm on the Twitter. I'm on
the
Twitter, and I
You
see that.
know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I didn't even notice that.
When I noticed it, I was like, oh my God. I just fell for a scam, literally. And the thing is, nobody knows. The thing is that nobody knows, though. Huh?
You used that when you went to do it?
You could say that. But then I realized that when I went to the website, I'm like, wait, how come you go there without using this number here? And then it hit me. But afterwards, though.
Yeah. I unfortunately didn't use a referral, but then afterwards, and also you found out, too, that you can't add a referral afterwards either. So that's more interesting.
But if you see that referral code on the website, it shouldn't be there. It should just be a straight bakedbeans.io. Exactly. There shouldn't be a wallet there on the official website. That's just fucked up, bro. Straight up. That's just shady as shit.
Yeah, no, I didn't even notice that. As I had just gone on it, I just put bakedbeans.io and then went into it. It's on an official website on their Twitter, and you click on it, and it automatically has it filled in as someone from the team that we don't know. Hey man, you're teaching me stuff I didn't even know. They just let me back into Telegram. I don't want to leave.
Oh, I don't want to go back. I don't even care, dude. I've been saying it's so shady out there, dude. It's just crazy. And these guys are like you're saying, nice guys or whatever. Well, I wouldn't say so, man. That isn't.
Maybe I'm only seeing one side of the coin. I don't know.
No. Well, I found this by accident. I'm like, what the? I mean, there's no other word for it. You think it's odd? I think it's messed up, but okay. You're just being nice about it.
I mean, I can interchange that word, I guess, because in my head, I'm like trying to like connect the wires. Like, why would what?
You know why, bro? Because they're greedy. That's why. That's why they're greedy. It's simple as that. And when I was in there, these same guys were saying, "Hey, you know what? We don't eat anything." You believe that? after seeing what I just showed you, do you believe that?
I don't know. I mean,
we only get our money through the dev fees. We don't eat anything, guys. We're the nice devs. I mean, I was like, okay.
I was only able to participate in. I did an AVAX toasted game. You had to like do this like, it was like a shooter game, and like had like a little ball that shot little balls, and you had to avoid it with a spaceship. Mm-hmm. I was able to win that, and when I won one of the devs Rebase, which it was quite a substantial amount. I'm like, so okay, it's been sitting in here for a little bit. So, but I'm like also, how much of it does he own? So maybe that's only one day. I'm not sure.
And that's kind of why when I asked him, hey bro, can I just see a list of who are the top wallets here or whatever, and they say no right away. That's why, bro. I mean, like I said, most people don't notice it, and they unknown. Even I did. I just went. I assume that it's an official website. It's super like legit right here, right? But I mean, like I said, dude, it's like once you find, you're like, oh my god.
I really wonder if that's how the toasted one is too.
I didn't even bother looking at one because I don't care anymore. But I just like I'll take the L and walk away and just call it a day. But when you mentioned other miners, like, bro, do you mean baked beans? I'm like, all right, I think you gotta see something here and let me know your opinion.
Oh, well, the toasted one does not. Well, I think the difference with that one is they put it in the smart contract that you can change the referral code every time you decide to rebake.
Oh.
I think they realized, like, with baked beans, just how bad the referral codes would make it.
Mm-hmm. Um, the funny thing is that people blame the YouTubers, but I don't think it's really YouTubers, though, to be honest.
Well, I have seen a couple. I'm not. I definitely won't name them. But I started
Oh
out
yeah.
like the same time as I'm like, oh my god. I'm
What,
like, I
what,
wish.
what's his name? The white guy, Yoda Crypto or something, or Yada? Oh, Yada. Wait, Yada Crypto? Or the Yoda? I forgot his name already. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
I look up later. I think it's Yoda Crypto. I don't know. It's not the Y, I think. That guy, oh, I got one BNB, bro. And a week later, oh, I have 50 BNB all of a sudden. Damn, that's pretty crazy. that's amazing.
Where
Hey,
did
props
it
to the
come
guy.
from?
I don't know.
It just came. It just came from the contract one day.
It's a BNB fairy. It just gave me some for no reason. Like, oh, enjoy it, bro. Yeah, I will.
Yeah, just take it and run.
Pretty much.
I thought that was. It's the most bizarre thing. Just like,
Yeah.
doing something at the same time as someone with the same amount.
Yeah.
And then them in 2 weeks, literally
Yep.
10 to 20 times X what you're doing. You're like,
Yeah.
how are they doing it? And then you're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's
Yeah.
the freaking YouTube.
Yeah, I saw it too, and I was like, okay. And then I'll see in my comments, yeah, bro, it's your fault. I'm like, bro, I got maybe like 5 referrals total. Like, what are you talking about? It's
I was
not
talking
me.
about the big boys. They're the ones getting
no.
30 to 40.
No, but what I'm saying is that I would see my comments here. Yeah, bro, you're shilling this thing. You're being like, you're part of the problem. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, I got 5 referrals total. Like, bro, I am not like as big as you think I am. It's just funny how you get. Yeah, it's just funny to me. I just laughed. I thought it was funny.
People made those same comments, be like, "Oh well, you must be making some decent money with that." So I'm like, "No, I'm like, I'm not the reason why the protocol is going to zero." I know you want to blame somebody, but
Exactly.
it ain't me.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, I got
like,
banned for asking a question. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy times though.
DeFi, just DeFi.
Yeah, dude. What do you see in a few months from now? Like, what do you think the next big trend? Like, I think last year it was Evergrow coin, like the like BUSD rewards, all that kind of crap. This year it's Safuu or Rebase tokens. I mean, what's next, dude? What's next?
I mean, I feel like last year too was a lot of NFTs, like a lot of.
Oh
NFTs.
yeah. Did you get into NFT by any chance?
Right now,
Oh.
I got into Bigfoot Finance.
Bigfoot Finance? What is that? Is that like a NFT?
Yes, it is an NFT. They kind of act like nodes. They don't want to call them nodes, but they act like nodes. But it's very early. They're going to be launching a marketplace within 1 to 3 months.
Oh, it's a marketplace. Okay.
Yeah, and they're planning on competing with Ethereum. Oh, so not Ethereum. OpenSea and what's the other one? I forget. But they're basically making like a multi-chain NFT marketplace where you can do AVAX and you can do Ethereum. I thought it was pretty cool. They have staking of their token and stuff.
Okay.
But the dev, honestly, I gotta say, I listened to an AMA earlier and I spoke in it as well, asking him some questions. But that guy's super cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm honestly, if just something worth checking out. It's
Bigfoot Finance.
I told him, I'm like, I have no faith in NFTs. I have no faith in node protocols. I've seen Strong. I've seen Thor. I've seen all the rug pulls on NFTs in general.
Yeah.
But then I sat and I talked to him for a while, and I was like, you know what? It doesn't sound like he's really shilling it to me. So I'm like, you know what? I think he's a good guy. So I got into it.
So is Big Foot Finance, is it an NFT marketplace or are they creating NFTs?
It's a marketplace, so they're going to be getting all these other chains. So like you can, it's cool. You buy and swap anything on it, basically from any of the NFT platforms.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch coming out though. I think Evergrow Coin has their own NFT platform. I mean, everyone has one now. Like even Chronos now, they have one too now.
Really? Oh yeah, I forgot they got renamed to Chronos.
Crypto.com, I just call it.
Yeah.
They have NFT also now. I'm like, oh, they do? I'm like, I didn't know that. And then like, apparently they have one too now. It's crazy. It's just like,
well, you got to follow the trend, just kind of like the Metaverse stuff. Everyone's trying to get the Metaverse tokens out.
Yeah. Oh, have you heard of Animal Concert?
Animal Concert.
Yeah.
No.
They're basically like how do you say this thing? They're kind of like I guess they want to be like a music disruptor or what do you call it?
I get what you're saying though. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget the word is, but well, anyway, so they basically have a like millions and millions of dollars VC money behind them right here, right? And right now that they have like these Metaverse concerts and stuff, and actually happened before too. They have artists like Future, like Alicia Keys, and they're kind of minting their NFTs for them, and they kind of just like in a sense representing them also. Kind of crazy actually. The token sucks though. It's only going down one direction. It's like I bought in and it went down like I'm like down so much, but it's a
like, I'm gonna write it off now.
Exactly. I'm just gonna use it for tax loss harvesting or something. I'm like, bro, whatever. But it's
I mean, those do help at the end of the year. You're like, well, I've lost this. Can I have it back?
Yeah, exactly. From somewhere else. It's kind of but it's pretty cool in that sense. They have like a Balenciaga or something for NFTs too. It's pretty interesting. I mean, I'm not trying to buy it or anything because I bought it. It went down like crazy, so it kind of sucks for that reason. But I'm still holding on to it though, just because I lost so much. Or like, fuck it, whatever.
It's ride or die at that point.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Unfortunately, it's how a lot of things, especially right now with the downturn of everything.
Yeah,
you're looking at 80 to 90% and almost anything that's like not in the top. I would say 20.
Yeah,
and on just regular altcoins.
Don't remind me, bro. I'm done at over 6 figures right now. Don't remind me. I close my eyes, open my wallet. I don't look anymore. I just close my eyes to do that.
That's funny. I mean, one of my friends, I do one of his drip things for him, so he doesn't have to see it every day.
I'm telling you,
rehydrate
dude.
For him.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're like, dude, you're like over 600K, and I'm like, oh, don't look, but don't look.
And then for some people, they see like 1,000 down or 2,000 to do the same thing. I mean, that's kind of
I wish. I'll happily take 1 or 2K down happily.
Well, I guess you would say it's perspective because, like, even for relative. Me, I would say probably like 5 or 10K would be a lot. Like, oh my god! Oh. But then to some people, seeing 70 or 80 or 100K, then that's the hit for them.
But, yeah, but as they say, right?
We all start somewhere.
Yeah, but as they say, right? You don't lose money until you sell, right? So just hold on to that thing and just pray to God.
I mean, I think my friend would like to beg to differ. He's like, oh, you could have sold at the top. You lost money. I'm like, well, I didn't technically lose anything, so I'm still up money, but
Oh, well, the thing is, the thing is, you never know when there's a top or bottom, to be honest. Everyone says that they know. Even I don't know. Like, I don't pretend like I know, but I'm like, okay, looks kind of good. And the thing is, with all these new like tokens here, right, in DeFi, maybe like a 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or whatever age you're older here, right? You know what I mean? Like, there's no information to go back on, so everything is price discovery, up and down. So it's more about, do I just sell and walk away, or do I hodl and get greedy and make some more? That's pretty much all it is, really, to be honest.
And it's really a mind game too at the same time.
It is.
What do I do? Because then you sell and then you feel like some remorse for doing it. You're like, no, I shouldn't have done it.
No, but the thing is, like, what I've learned, because I used to do a lot of stocks and stuff, but crypto is like a different beast. It moves like 100x the time. Like one day in crypto is like 1 year in like stocks, in percentage gains. So you can easily, I mean, I can see why people get greedy. I fell for it too. But usually what you do is in stocks, you sell as you go up. You know what I mean? You shed a little bit here and there as it goes up. Yeah. So you don't get the max profits, but you're selling when it's green. Yeah, it's like don't be greedy, bro. That's what I learned. Don't be greedy.
Well, I mean, even look at like the Dow Jones. I mean, it took it what 20 years to get up to where it is right now.
Yeah.
And in crypto, you can do that in literally 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of a bull run. I mean, you could even be 20 days or 19. I mean, some do it like 3,000% in like a week.
Oh, well, I mean, I still believe in Safuu. I still believe in Safuu. I think the blockchain is gonna kick ass and everything, but
yeah, definitely.
But the thing is, 9 months from now is a long time, right? I mean, I would say to me it's a long time. How about you, dude? What do you think about it?
I mean, I've been holding some things for like 2 years now, and 9 months don't seem that long anymore.
Oh, does it?
It used to seem like a while, but now it doesn't. Uh-huh. But because even like think about it now, it's June 1st. I'm like, I feel like just yesterday it was January.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Wow. Okay. I
Well,
guess
as
for
I
me, time
said,
goes slower.
I do the 50-hour weeks, so I mean they do go by
Oh,
pretty fast when you work and
yeah.
sleep and work and sleep.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I kind of do similar also. Well, not 50 hours, but just 40. But still, I mean, time is time, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the 9 months does make a difference too. I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully it doesn't do what some are projecting. I mean,
What do
I
you
know
mean?
some, like down to like cents, because then you also have people projecting it to be astronomical. So you kind of like
Well,
rolling a die, or and
yeah.
selecting like a number off of it and hoping you get it. I mean, that's pretty much the likelihood of either. Well, more one than the other. I won't say that,
Yeah.
but
No, no, I agree with that too. Eh, I mean, I guess. So you'll be holding on the whole year or something until the blockchain comes out? That's the idea. I'm assuming in your playbook.
I think, as I know most people that I've learned, is to at least take profit of like 60 to 65% when you get
Mm-hmm.
to a number that you like, and then the
Yeah.
remaining amount you keep in there. So I think that's probably what I'll wind up doing.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't know at what point that'll be. I have to
Yeah.
judge it. It also
Yeah.
depends, maybe in September or October it magically goes up like 75-80% in a day. That might be
Yeah.
a day for profit. But
Absolutely. I think it happened, dude. I mean, the only thing that's really good about Safuu is Brian Legend. That guy is like a true G. He always has a
yeah.
plan. He always has something going on, right? So I mean, I'm honestly don't cut him out, right? That guy's a true G.
No,
he,
I think he's definitely made himself look a lot better, and a very, very nice um, limelight, just because
hmm
we all know about past stuff, and
yeah,
everyone likes to take that stuff and run. I probably get
yeah,
like 30 comments a video
yeah,
on Safeu of people just, I can't believe this, I
yeah,
can't believe
yeah,
that. You're like,
yeah.
okay, keyboard warrior, you can calm it down. I understand. I'm like, it's literally just TA. I'm not
Yeah,
shilling it. I'm like,
yeah,
but yeah, no, I think Brian's really cool. I love
yeah,
watching him his AMAs. I'll be in the middle of work and machining. I'll throw my earbuds in, and I'm just like, I'm gonna listen to Brian today.
it was so funny when I saw him today. I think he had some sunnies on. I was like, that was great. He had some sunnies on.
Yeah, and the Louis
That just cracked me
Vuitton.
up. Yeah. Do you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of what do you call it thing? Richard Hart in a sense a little
Oh,
bit.
really?
He's being well. I see Brian Legend become a little more eccentric now, which is cool. I think it's hilarious. I love Richard Hart. He's hilarious. I love that guy.
Yeah, I think he's definitely getting a little more outgoing, because I know
Yeah,
at first he
yeah.
was kind of like,
More
kind of
reserved,
talking,
right?
yeah, kind of like
Yeah,
talking like this. I mean, so now
yeah.
he's like, hey, oh guys, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's getting more comfortable, or I don't know. Whatever it may be, but I think it's cool though. I think it's great.
It seems like it, especially since he was been doing the Safeu racing and met everyone. I'm sure it
Yeah,
kind of broke a barrier in him, and now he's probably just
absolutely.
acting like buddy buddy with all of us, because we practically are at this point. Especially if you've been watching all the AMAs. I mean, you
Yeah.
feel like you kind of know him.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, like what I don't get is why people are dumping so hard in Safeu. That's what I don't kind of get, to be honest. I mean, like I get take some profits. I get it. To shave a little off, I get it, but I don't get why
Just
people are dumping
dumping it.
so
You're
hard
just
though.
like all of it.
Yeah, it's like why
I don't
would
get
you
it.
like? I mean, you know what I mean? It's like it's like you pour a little bit out and it refills itself. Why would you pour it all at once, right? Just take a little bit at a time. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I mean,
As
like,
you said, mind-boggling. I can't make sense of it either. I even wonder, what are we chilling at?
I mean,
1953. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's gonna do good Safely over time though, but it's gonna. I think take more than a few contests though. I think they need some more utility in that sense. I mean,
Oh, definitely. Well, I think the incentives are just trying to offset that until the blockchain comes out, because
right?
otherwise it's just a holding token at this
Exactly,
time. So,
exactly.
I mean, we saw how well that worked out with SafeMoon. So
I
just hold
mean,
it, you get your rebases, well, your reflections as they called it. But
uh-huh. Yeah,
mm,
rebate. I mean, all the same. I mean, it's
I,
kind of
I
like whatever name you want to give it, right? It's all the same thing in a sense, to a certain
well,
degree, I suppose.
I don't think I want to open up that wound for anyone watching.
Oh,
So,
oh, Safe Moon. Oh no, man, Safe Moon scares
dude,
me, dude. SafeMoon scares me personally speaking. I don't know about you, but did you ever get into it?
Oh yeah.
You did? Did you get
Yep.
burnt or you were
Yep.
good? Oh yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
Dude, I got me and my buddy into it
Yeah,
probably last March, and that was about the time Jake Paul and everyone were pushing
yeah.
it to the moon. And honestly, probably like 90%,
Uh-huh.
95%. There's been no
Yeah.
recovery. And plus, all the stuff that even CoffeeZilla was even talking about with all that. I don't know if you listened to all of it
Yeah.
with all the money from the devs and the
Uh-huh.
contract liquidity pools. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of sus. And plus, it never got addressed. You know how Brian came out?
Oh, yeah.
Brian came out and he
Yeah.
talked,
Hmm.
and that was
That's a
something to give
difference.
the community to hold
Yep,
and be
I
like, oh
agree.
right, well we agree with him. But I never saw John Cronin come out. I mean,
Yeah.
all I see every day now are like, ooh, look at
Yeah.
what the app is gonna look like. Look
Yeah.
at the moon swap. I'm like, wow, my colors on a page. Can you do something a little better than giving me a freaking Photoshop of something?
Absolutely.
Please.
No, I mean, I get it though. I mean, I totally get it. It just kind of cracks me up though when you see things happen, and they're still around too, which is surprising, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
no, they're
they're,
constantly posting every day.
it's
The
crazy.
community. I
Yeah.
mean,
I
I
mean,
know I can probably speak for RJ too, but I
sure,
don't want to speak for him at the same time. But like
whatever. Just your
the
opinion.
community, we loved it. I mean,
Yeah.
I loved it. That's why I watched him for SafeMoon, and then
Yeah.
literally everyone I know just left it because it just
Yeah.
it because people will say Safuu, people in Safuu are
Mm-hmm.
cultists, and I'm like, absolutely not. I mean, maybe
Mm-hmm.
some people are like that, like like
Mm-hmm.
1%, but that the
Mm-hmm.
anywhere SafeMoon you go, it's that
Mm-hmm.
you say something bad, you're just attacked, and
Yeah.
nope,
But
I'm good.
that's the problem. But see, I think it was all crypto or any community. At first, I thought it's fun, and then it becomes more like cult. It just happens.
Yeah,
I mean, it just. I mean, kind of sucks. It's a shame, but it is I guess it is what it is, right? For the most part,
yeah.
you
Well,
just gotta just deal with it,
I mean, I guess if people view my channel and they're like, oh, all he does are Safuu videos. Well, I mean, I've done other videos, but the Safuu ones do me the best.
right? You just basically go whatever you go, right? I mean, it is what it is.
Well, it just seems people would like TA
Right.
on a coin that no one else does, which I
Hmm.
understand why no one else does, so I do it. I'm kind of the weirdo of
Yeah.
the group, so I'll do it.
I use a TA also myself for Dogecoin, but then it is got kind of like this kind of repetitive. I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore.
I'm crazy. I have been probably. I watched this one guy's blockchain backer on here. He is God sent amazing. I love that guy.
Oh yeah.
And said if I put sunglasses on, I'd look like him. It's kind of funny. He has a big beard and
Oh really?
wears that XRP hat.
Who's that? I'm just kind of
XRP
curious
hat.
now. Oh, who's that
Block-
you're referring to? I'm just kind of curious now.
his name is Blockchain Backer. And
Oh,
honestly,
blockchain
if
backer.
you want to just market updates, he does like 3 videos a week. He
Mm.
goes through it and shows this confluence and
Yeah.
this market trends throughout the whole lifspan of everything, and it's just really cool. But I've been watching him for like 2.5 years,
Oh,
and I watch him like every video I watch, and I never get
Yeah.
sick of it.
yeah. Okay.
No,
blockchain
I
backer.
don't.
That's cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
repetitiveness is cool in some sense. I mean,
Yeah.
but
I think it was. Did you see Brian's tweet about the what's it called again? The other token that was it LockPay? Oh yeah, LockPay, right? Dude, I mean that's freaking crazy, dude. I mean, like, I
do
was
you know
like,
what's funny is
what?
I kept getting people in the comments saying,
Yeah.
review LockPay, review LockPay.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
all right. I'm like, I will totally do TA for
Yeah.
you. And then
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
3 days later,
Oh!
80%.
Oh God,
I said, everyone's like, get into LockPay. I'm like, dude, I will tell you, do not get into LockPay right now. I'm like, it is not a good idea. Literally 3 days later, 80%. No LockPay people on my
Yeah.
videos anymore.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm kind of glad that Brian kind of comes out and kind of talks about certain tokens or whatever happens. You know what I mean? Because everyone's kind of afraid. Oh, I don't want to say this name. I don't want to say that name because everyone's afraid of reprisal, right? That's the one thing I really like about Brian Legend and Safuu. He just comes out and says what he wants to say. He doesn't give a shit, which is cool. I like that. I respect that
filter.
more. Yeah, he just says like, yeah, token sucks. This is why. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I respect that. That's totally cool. You know what I mean? And people get mad at him. I'm like, why? He just said it is what it is, right?
Yeah, almost like Elon in the SEC. And just like,
Oh.
screw you.
I mean, I don't know about Elon though. That guy kind of tripped me out though. He was saying, well, you already work in the office already, right? So I guess for you it's different. You're in the office. I think he's saying that everyone work in the office now, no more remote at Tesla or something.
Really interesting.
Yeah, he came out and kind of made a very like public broadcast. Well, not public, but it was an email at his company, and someone obviously they kind of share with the public, and then made it into a big thing, right? And I just.
Well, definitely interesting times just in general right now. Just seeing even like the Fed stuff today and everyone freaking out over that.
Yeah.
I think I watched your video earlier today.
What? Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, the market's going to get worse in my opinion because all these Fed increased rate hikes and stuff, and then by the fall we're going to see. Right now, in the fall, it's kind of a question mark. We know that for June and July coming up, doing 2 more rate hikes, but then in the fall time, they're saying right now, Jay Powell and Yellen are like, you know what? We're going to hold off and see where it is and assess then. So it's kind of scary right now.
Great.
It's very scary because you don't know what's going to happen because usually the Fed tells you ahead of time, yeah, guys, it's going to be chill. We're going like that. So, I mean, holding your crypto or stocks right now, it's super scary in my opinion. Like,
did you actually see her talk today, Jenny?
Oh, no, I didn't watch it today, no, but
oh my God, no! It's funny is that last year, I think around this time, she was quoted saying, "Oh, it's not going to be, permanent. It's not going to be here and stuff. We don't think that's going to be a problem."
Yeah.
And then she had an interview, I think, on CNBC, and the reporter's like, "Hey, do you remember saying this in public, saying you didn't think it was going to be a problem?" Well, yeah, it's a problem. And she's like, "Well, I think I may have miscalculated a little bit, did my math a little wrong." I'm not even kidding you. Pretty much like that. Like I don't even think I'm sugarcoating it. She's like, "Yeah, I just did the math wrong," and I'm like, "That's great."
Well, the funny thing was that I think Joe Biden was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm gonna respect the Fed and let them do what they do, pretty much." But I think that's code for if it falls apart, we're blaming you guys. I think that's what the code is for. I respect the Fed.
Yeah.
I think that's what it really means, though. At least if you're interpreting it in a certain way. That's funny, dude. So
yeah, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
So I wonder, you have any more people throwing comments your way? I wonder.
Oh yeah, people are
wonder
talking,
what's going on.
People are talking smack. I don't even care though. It's fine. It is what it is. I get it all the time. People say this and that. It's fine. But I know you mentioned you're kind of new to YouTube and everything, but just get used to getting ish. All day, every day. You say something good, people say you're shilling. You say something more real, they say you're fighting it. It is.
Yeah, I'm wondering how this is going to be interpreted. I don't know if they just watch the beginning half, they're going to be like, "Oh no, it's FUD." To watch the ending half, oh okay, we get it.
No, I mean it's just people gonna just jump to conclusions. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, everyone's saying, "Oh, you're fighting Safuu." No, I'm not. I'm just saying, hey guys, it's a long time. You know what I mean? Like, hold on to it's great. You know what I mean? So, like, people view anything as real as negative, which is kind of hilarious to me.
I'm actually looking over because in the Safuu protocol I had put.
Oh yeah.
Someone said when people are crying when it's down because they don't know how to invest, they spent all their money and now they can't dollar cost average. And I'm like, well, I said, well, you're going to see the market bleed more.
Yeah.
If you don't see the price start to recover soon, and everyone's just.
Yeah.
Dollar cost average. I'm like, well, some people can't anymore. So.
Yeah. And that's a thing, right? When someone says to DCA. Well, bro, if you put all your eggs in a basket and you never sell, how do you DCA? You're out of money, right?
I have a paper at work I have on my locker. It says, "Do you have cardboard?" Yes. Sell
you
it.
recycle?
Then, yeah, no, sell it and then buy more.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, people don't take profits. That's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, they don't take profits.
No, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably like that too. I mean, the
only
thing I did, I think was with Shiba.
Yeah.
I had gotten into Shiba, right? And you still had to do it on Pancake Swap.
Oh, you got it way early then.
Yeah.
Way early.
Literally probably pennies that I threw into it. Just because why not?
Oh, pennies? Oh, wouldn't the fees be more than a few pennies though? The fees to swap stuff over?
Oh yeah, no, I waited. Oh, it took me days to go to buy. Not literal pennies, but it was very little.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I have a screenshot
Oh,
of me trying to buy $50 worth,
uh-huh.
and the gas fee was $1,000.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god. So I
$1,000.
waited. It was like I eventually
Uh,
waited till day. It was like $30, and I was like, okay.
mhm.
And then I think the rest is history with that.
Yeah.
So
It went to the moon basically. Well, not the moon, but it went to like Mars and Jupiter.
yeah, it was pretty cool. Just
Yeah. Dude, there's this one guy put in like $3,000 and now he's a multi-billionaire or something. I mean, my mind was just blown like, what? Like three
there's so
grand?
many of those little micro cap coins that just
Geez Louise. I mean, that's a dreamless DeFi, you know what I'm saying? Like a few grand or a few $100, all of a sudden you hit it big, right? It's like the jackpot. I mean, that's kind of why we're here, to be honest. I mean, that's why I'm here. I mean,
I mean, it is gambling, just a different sense of it.
exactly. I mean, did you see for Binance Chain by any chance? I think CZ, he raised $500 million to offer devs to make Web3 stuff on Binance Smart Chain.
In light
That's
of the
right.
Terra Luna stuff,
No.
or just in
Like
general.
like recently, like today or yesterday, I believe. I read an article.
I may have seen that then, but that's pretty cool.
$500 million just to give away to people for as grants to like build stuff on the BSC network. I mean, that is
So you
that
don't have
is
to build it using the Ponzi-nomics.
it's crazy to me. I mean, like, and he's like, I'm assuming grants for Web3 stuff. I mean, that's craziness, dude. I mean, when I saw it, I'm like, how do you raise $500 million just like that? Oh, easy. You're CZ. You do what you want. People throw you money. It's okay.
I know even he felt pretty hard from that Terra Luna crash because he lost like 1.8.
Yeah,
Like,
billion, right, or something?
Yeah, $1.8
Oh,
billion.
jeez. But I think originally it was like a $3 million investment, I believe, from him, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
went all the way up to that.
Yeah.
And then lost it all.
Oh god.
I heard even the new token even isn't doing well.
Oh, Luna too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's pretty bad though.
It's like, well, one broke, make another. Oh, broke two.
Well, not yet. I mean, give it some time, I guess. But it's crazy though.
I'm sure it'll do something.
But the thing is, all the devs, they all went there though. I mean, not all, but the majority, right? And then it's up and leave. They actually went there to kind of continue doing whatever they're doing, which is crazy to me. It's just like, I mean, like, I guess it wasn't as bad as it seems. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. I'm sure in months we'll actually find out.
Exactly. I'm just waiting to see. Yeah.
It'll be pretty cool to actually read it and see how things played out.
Yeah.
So I know the government there wasn't playing around with that.
Oh, it's South Korea? Yeah, I heard about that. They're looking to like investigate him and everything.
Well, I mean, it's pretty big. I mean, that'd be like over here if Tether decided to fall.
Oh, but the thing is, I was checking Tether the other day. It fell by $8 billion. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was like, that's a lot of money, right?
That's the most. Yeah.
And like what, 2 days or I don't know how fast it was.
I think it was 2 days.
Really fast though. 8 billion, just like that. I was like,
and it's never had that in its life.
Yeah, maybe a few hundred million here and there, but 8 billion, like that's someone's got to be scared, right? Or some bodies,
Well, I think it was for like 2 weeks that it wasn't not at peg. It was at like 98 cents.
Yeah.
Like, where did it go?
Well, it went somewhere else, man. Into someone else's pocket.
I know they don't hold it. I remember when they first started, they said everything was backed by $1, but now it's like 10% Federal
Other
Reserve
stuff now, right?
notes and 15% cash and some. Like, what happens if all your other assets that are like cryptos, decide to plummet? I'm like, then doesn't your TVL technically? I mean, in some ways, I mean that's how I would view it. I mean, if you had like 80% of it in Bitcoin and it decides to tank 50%, then technically you're only half backed. So
yeah. I think PulseChain is coming out next month, I believe. Also, PulseChain or Hex, what do you call it? Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, Hex, yeah.
PulseChain, Hex, PulseX.
Yeah, I've been seeing stuff about that.
Are you watching that or following it by any chance?
I have been to some little extent, because I have a couple of people that I watch that were like, hey, by the way, this is coming out. I'm like, I'll look at it. What do you think about it?
Well, Well, I like it personally speaking. I mean, Richard Hart is very eccentric, very like outgoing, just does what he wants. I like people like that. That's kind of what drew me to Brian Legend and Safuu. He just kind of does whatever he wants, you know. I kind of like that mentality and that personality. So for me personally speaking, when I see PulseX and PulseChain, and once I saw Brian kind of doing something similar or whatever, I was thinking, okay, so the way PulseX and PulseChain kind of comes out, I'm assuming that how do you say this thing? That for at least in my opinion, Safuu blockchain when it comes out, it'll have a similar type of I guess rollout, I suppose, but maybe not on the same scale as PulseX, because it's a lot bigger, more community, everything.
Yeah.
But I'm using that as my barometer of where, okay, if it goes to the moon, it does really good, then I'm gonna say, Safuu may do something similar because it's kind of similar in that sense, similar personalities, at least from what I see, in my opinion. Obviously, you may not agree, which is fine, but
yeah, no, I get you. You have something to compare it to, so
exactly. I'm using it as a barometer. It's not a guarantee, but when there's nothing out there, it's better than nothing, right? So
yeah, at least you have like, okay, which one?
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how I see it, but it's kind of like this a really bad guess, I suppose you want to call it that.
Yeah, I guess you're bound to make something stick, if you throw enough out there. So, I mean, something's gonna work, especially in that space.
Absolutely.
Well, I know it's all very community driven, all of them. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I can only imagine if we have like the big strong community that we do in Safuu.
Yeah.
When the blockchain actually does release,
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect, but I feel like it would do well.
Yeah. The only thing is, they're gonna need developers, right, to kind of create stuff on it, right? Because blockchain with no application on it is kind of like whatever, right? I mean,
It just exists.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that whenever the test net comes into play, I think that's gonna be when you're gonna see some developers come in, if they're gonna come in at all,
Yeah.
Because when you launch a chain, I'm assuming you're gonna want some people to also create some stuff at the same time, right? I mean, launch was it. If not, then it's like, okay.
Yeah, you're basically just like, here's some crayons, just draw on the paper. Nothing, not at all useful. So, I can understand. I guess when that makes sense. When they put out the test net, they would have to hire or seek out developers to at least put something on there. Even, I don't know. I couldn't imagine what they'd even start out with. I mean, whatever someone creates.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm seeing a market. There are tons of people coming with swaps, NFT markets. Like everyone's coming with everything. Like everyone has the same kind of things over and over and over.
It's oversaturated, definitely.
It's getting really competitive now, right? Where it's kind of like, okay, don't go Target or Walmart. It's like they're kind of the same thing. It's more which one's closer, which one's cheaper, but it's kind of all the same thing, though.
Well, I think that's why I agree with some of the higher up peoples that are in the government that are like, they're saying like 99% of crypto will no longer exist in like 10 years.
Oh, I agree. Just
because there's so many, even all those miners we talked about, there's, I don't know, hundreds, thousands of those miners, and they're all the same rewashed thing. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't they go to zero? Why wouldn't they no longer exist? I mean, you implement utility, like we were saying before, then you're only going to have maybe a handful that actually do something. Kind of like, with, I guess, like phone companies, with internet providers.
Right.
Just stuff like, or Google or YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ones that actually made it, the ones that actually are useful.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of consolidation for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see people kind of eat each other, right? And I don't know. For some reason, I think Safe's going to be around regardless, though. I don't know why. The weird gut feeling. I don't know why. I just had this feeling. Despite what happens, even if it goes a penny or whatever it does, it'll still be here, and there'll be some stuff built. And I don't know why. I just think it's gonna be successful for some reason. I don't. It's a gut feeling, I guess.
This was
I can't back it up.
Third, right? Brian's third project.
I don't know. I mean, I forgot, to be honest. I know he did more than one.
I just want to say third time's a charm, so I would think that he would keep this one around the longest.
Okay.
Well, no, the other ones though, not his fault, but I'm just saying. I think the third time's a charm, and I think this one will be the most fruitful of them all.
Yeah. You know what? I would agree with that too. I would agree with that. I think it'll be really good once it comes out, though. But the only thing is, if you see some of Byron Legend's tweets, they come off a little like confrontational, right? When he kind of like bashes other projects, you know? Have you seen them before?
Yeah, no, I mean even the LockPay one today.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Which is cool.
Someone has to say it.
No, which is cool, and I totally agree with it. I think it's great and everything, but the thing at the same time here, right? Do you think that it may put off some devs to want to come on board? I mean,
yeah. Now that we mentioned that earlier, I was like, that might be bad for trying to get people to build on your chain.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's a bad thing, but
things.
well, true. I mean,
I would like to say, because I know like when like SafeMoon had their SafeMoon swap and they started adding tokens, they wanted to put ones on that weren't really good a rug and had like a backing behind them. I feel like Brian would probably do something similar to that. He doesn't want to put on random coins that are gonna, well, hey, you know, let's just put on this. At the time, you know, maybe it'll be a Safuu miner.
I hope not, man. I hope not.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
It would be. It'll be funny, right? You would produce some Safuu blockchain tokens. That's what you would get as your reward or something.
Yeah, that'd be funny. And that also makes me wonder. I wonder how much a node is going to be.
Oh, I believe Brian said it's going to be around like $500,000 or something like that. I believe $500,000 roughly.
Like dollars or Safuu?
I believe so. Well, I mean, at the time when he mentioned it, right? I guess the projection could depend on how many the price of the current price of Safuu, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but he did. Yeah, it's hard to say. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard to say right now. But the thing is that if he's saying it's $500,000, then that means that he's going to account for some, you know, price coming down as well because.
Oh boy, those are going to be more expensive than strong nodes.
Well, the thing is, strong nodes are fake though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not fake. It's more like a service. It's like a service. But here you're getting an actual like physical. Well, I wouldn't say physical either because you don't actually
digital.
Well, yeah, because he did mention also that he would be not controlling it, but it'll be on some, I guess, a farm where he would kind of control it, but then you would kind of just pay for it and get the rewards from it though. So they kind of, so they can kind of create a faster ecosystem or a faster system in that kind of degree. At least from what I recall him mentioning that. So, because
interesting,
yeah, but it's a lot of money though.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh my god, that's why I did the Bigfoot finance thing because the nodes right now are like $600.
Oh, so. Yeah, I mean
it's cheap.
Yeah, I mean I've seen Binance nodes, dude. They make bang, dude. Binance nodes.
Oh yeah, God. It's like what 50 grand,
God.
Something like that,
oh my
or 50
God.
grand a day.
I think it's a day, bro. A day.
Jeez.
I mean that's like crazy money right there. Sure, crazy money. I mean, what would you do if you had a 50 grand node per day? I mean, I'll probably go crazy.
I don't think you'd see this background.
I don't know what I would do, man. I'm like, wow, this is great. I can do what I want.
I mean, at that point, pretty much, you're not working for the rest of the time that Binance is around.
You can own your own time,
Time doesn't own me. I own time.
Exactly. I mean, wouldn't it be great to have your own time again, do what you want, whatever you're passionate about?
I would love to.
Right?
I do music and stuff, and spending 50 hours a week machining doesn't let me do that. So.
Probably just tired afterwards, right? What do you play guitar or something, or do you sing and write music, or like?
I don't want to. I do everything.
Okay, you're an editor too.
Yeah, cool. I literally write everything. I play everything. I record everything. I mix everything, and then produce it. Yeah.
You know what? NFT right there. Confirmation RM,
It would be nice to focus on that, and I think that crypto would be my my outlet to making that become a possibility. So that's kind of why I got myself into crypto. I was like, you know what, maybe instead of playing the lottery, I didn't play the lottery, but something to that extent,
right?
And make it big somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's everyone's dream.
Oh yeah, pretty much, right? Everyone, I mean, that's craziness, though. I can't wait to see what happens with the end of the year this year. I think this year is going to be very interesting. End of the year, I think it's going to shock a lot of people what happens. By that, I mean not as bullish as everyone thinks. Like everyone's like, "Oh yeah, we hit the bottom." I don't think so, guys. But I'm happy to be wrong in this case. Happy to be wrong. I want to be
Yeah,
wrong.
say you like
I
to
don't want
be
to be
wrong.
right. No, no, no. I don't want to be right, bro. I want to be wrong. But the way things are looking right now, the way I don't know, man.
Today just concerns me, so I'm intrigued to see how the rest of the week plays out.
Well, I mean,
Otherwise, I might be
yeah.
on the same page.
Well, the thing is that since you're a TA kind of guy here, right? So when you see 7 to 8 weeks of nonstop downtrend or nonstop selling, blah blah blah, and you're seeing right now a bounce like last week or a few days ago,
Mhm.
I mean, this is pretty much how you call it, a bear flag, I suppose. A little bear, a little dead cat, a dead
What
cat,
did
or a little relief, right? A little relief bounce, but it doesn't mean that. See, the thing is, I didn't see any confirmations in terms of charts. I didn't see any kind of confirmations. I didn't see any big volume come in, so it doesn't really. I get sold on volume.
Yeah, well, volume definitely, but like I don't think you can really turn on the bullish indicators, or go outside and start waving a green flag until like I hate to say it for some of the moon boys, but like
Yeah,
$54,000, and
agreed.
even then
Sketchy.
you're near 68, and
Mhm.
that technically be a retrace in a
Mhm.
longer sense.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling, because I've been convinced and looked at it myself,
Mhm.
that the bear market has already been around for a while, like
Mhm.
almost since COVID.
Really?
Like, yeah,
I
like
think
for the past year, even with Bitcoin hitting its all-time high.
really.
Yeah,
To me, COVID times is what exacerbated the bullish market. Really, I didn't see it as really bearish per se because
I I mean, maybe after this, I'll send you the video. Like, it makes a pretty good case.
oh
I don't think that run up that we had like right beforehand, right after we had the
yeah
capitulation, but
oh
it's pretty overwhelming. Just like
mhm.
how it looks like that we're kind of like nearing the end of capitulation, but like right now, that's what we're
Really?
saying that we're at. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's really interesting to look at it in that perspective.
Oh
But today is kind of throwing it off of that, and if it continues to fall down, then it's kind
yeah.
of got to throw that narrative out the window.
Well, for me, capitulation for me, in order to see that, I need to see a how do you say this thing? uh, a catastrophic event, basically. Before I know that this is the bottom,
Yeah,
for me, that's confirmation. Right now, we're seeing people say, "Buy a dip, buy a dip, buy a dip," but I mean, if I don't see anything that confirms it in terms of news, I mean, because it's more than just TA. It's
that's how it always is though. It's the news narratives is when you know the price is low or when the price is high. When they're telling you to
exactly.
buy is when you're selling.
And I haven't seen any really catastrophic news yet because I just haven't seen it yet. Personally speaking, I mean, at least I haven't. I can't use everything when I kind of do those kind of stuff. Not just all either or because you can't. I mean, I don't think you can because it's all involved, right? Like all these
Oh, of
articles coming
course.
out, it's all like I guess planned. I suppose is the word or coordinated.
Oh, I definitely think it's coordinated,
it
100%.
I don't think it just happens out of the thin air, right? It's like really, bro. Like, come on now.
All this stuff has a timeline,
Right,
unfortunately.
right. I agree, dude. Because the thing is that there's $2 trillion taking out the market now, right? $2 trillion off of crypto markets.
Yeah, it used to be 3 trillion.
Yeah, and where that money go? To a few big whales, right? I mean, once they buy in, bro, you're gonna see it all change once they buy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But
Well, and I also think that'll be great too when everything starts being on utility. You're only gonna have a handful of
yeah,
coins to buy, so what's that
exactly.
inherently gonna do?
Uh huh. Yeah.
Which is pretty cool to think about if you're holding one of those.
Yeah, man. Well, it's been a little bit here. Let's wrap it up. Give a few words of what you want to say. I'm going to say, first of all, everyone go to Confirmation Arms channel, subscribe, because the guy is a cool dude. We're just kind of chatting here. I know it said Safuu, but we kind of deviated. I'm sorry about that.
It happens when you talk about crypto. I mean, we did talk about Safuu a lot, but it get deviated just talking about how the market is.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate the shout out and having me here. I really do. It's cool to go from watching your videos to being a part of one. So
Yeah,
I'm very humbled by that.
No, don't be humble, bro. I'm a nobody. I'm just a small guy like everyone else, right? But it's cool though. But most importantly, guys, so are you still bullish on Safuu, and why?
Long term, yes. Short term, iffy, just because of the way the market is right now. So I can't tell you to go up. I can't tell you where it will stop going down. But if we're holding where we're holding right now, I can still stay fairly optimistic. But otherwise, yes, overall bullish.
Okay. For me, I'm short term, very sketched out with a price action. I'm very sketched out with the 8 wallets here. If you don't believe me, look it up yourself. Long term, I think it's gonna be just fine. But if you're long term, none of that matters. It's all gonna be just noise.
Yeah.
But again, depends on where you're at, right? Not everyone's long term, not everyone's short term. So I just give both perspectives here. I think long term, Brian Legend is gonna knock it out of the park. And irregardless of what happens, I think that when a chain comes out, it's gonna shut everyone up. I honestly believe that.
Oh, definitely.
That's what I believe. So I mean, I know some folks are saying, "Oh, you're being negative," but I'm not. I mean, you can say whatever you want. That's fine too. But it is what it is. It was great having you today, RM. I appreciate you coming in, taking some time. It went a little longer than I expected, but you're just kind of fun to talk to. So,
Well, thanks.
I just kind of ramble, so I do apologize. This is live chat.
No, it's all good.
It's a little different. Yeah, it was good, man. Hope everyone had a good time listening to us. It's Jibber Jabber, and catch you on the next one.